first split screen. I hope you enjoyed it. Okay, so this song, by the way, is all, I don't know if you'd even call it a sample, because it's just over an instrumental by Marvin Gaye called Mandota. Mandota? Yeah, I think that's what it's called. It's on the like super deluxe reissue of What's Going On, and it's really cool, and it's basically exactly the same. She changed the form a little bit, but it's basically just the same. So you can listen to that and hear it without the singing if you'd like. Okay, so in the beginning sort of intro riff part that comes back, there's just two chords, and it's like F minor 7 and C minor 9. I was playing, for F minor 7, I was playing either this or sometimes this. You could play it with the root on the A string. You know, I don't think the guitar is probably playing that because there's a bass and a keyboard, but if you're playing it by yourself or something, maybe you want to do that. So if you don't know this form, this is, you know, barring at the 8th fret and second finger on the 9th fret of the B and third finger on the 10th fret of the D. And that's an F minor 7. You can add your pinky on the 11th fret of the high E. I sometimes hear that note. And it's, you know, the rhythm of it is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then it goes to like a C minor 9, which is like, so if you moved this shape all the way down to here to the 3rd fret, this would be a C minor 7. If you pick up the second finger, that's now a C minor 9. And I think it's probably like that. So first finger barring the G, B, and the E, and the third finger playing the 5th fret on the D. This is also now so that intro happens 3 times, that riff or whatever. It's slightly different. The first time it's 3 times of that. The second time it's 4 times of that, and it cuts off a bar at the end. And the last time it's just 2 times, or maybe 3 times, but you can figure it out playing along. But it's just going between those 2 chords. There's other ways you could voice those chords, but I think that's probably roughly what it plays. It's hard to tell because there's the keyboard, there's other things going on. Okay, so then you stick with this chord, this C minor 9, and that becomes the main chord of like the verse. And there's you know, that kind of funky strumming thing, right? You know, if you know, the main thing is there's an emphasis on beats 2 and 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. So you definitely want to, you know, I'm doing that sort of funk rhythm style playing where, you know, my left hand is muting a lot and then just coming down when I want it to. And I really want it to on 2 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. But then there's more stuff. So you could get, it's nice at the very beginning you can really hear the guitar, so you can really study when the guitar first comes in, you can really study that to try to copy that rhythm. You know, I think it's something like 1 and 2, 3, and 2, 3, something like that. I don't even know if that's right what I just did, but you can play around with it, try to copy that. So when it goes to the chorus, I had a hard time figuring out exactly what the guitar is playing. It's kind of a weird chord progression. It basically goes from F minor 7, so you could start by playing that. I was playing this, which is another voicing of the same chord. First finger barring the 4th fret on the B and the E, second finger playing the 5th fret on the G, third finger playing the 6th fret on the D. That to this is like a D half diminished 7th chord. First finger on the 4th fret of the high E, second finger on the 5th fret of the G, third finger on the 6th fret of the D, and pinky on the 6th fret of the B. You can also play just this part. Stay on that for another bar. This one was really hard to figure it out. I think it's like it goes to like a G7, but it's like with weird notes. I went to this, so first finger now barring the 3rd fret. And again, the high E is kind of optional. I can't tell if it's in there. So it could be just first finger just on the G string, 4th fret. Then third finger on the 6th fret of the D and pinky on the 6th fret of the B. And then I do hear this. for that last bar. So it's a little weird because it's like 5 bars until it goes back to the C minor. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4. You'd think it would go here, but then there's one more bar, which is where I do this chord, where my first finger is barring the 4th fret on the G, the B, and the E. Second finger on the 5th fret of the D, maybe. One more bar, and then you're back to this. So that's the chorus, and that's all the chords. Those are the voicings I did. Might not be exactly right, but it kind of works, especially when you have the bass. You know, it's like. So again, the chord, I'll just go over it one more time. Like F minor 7 to D half diminished 7. That goes for another bar. Then it goes to this G7, but it's a weird G7, and it's that for 2 bars. I hear a change though in what the guitar plays. That's why I was going, you know, going from this to this, but who knows, it's something like that. All right, let's do the lead. Okay, so the main riff thing that happens a bunch of times. 3 on the low E, first on the A, 3 on the A, back to first on the A, back to 3 on the A. And there's that kind of, you know, disconnected feeling to it. And then I have no idea if that's actually how it's played. Could be like this. For that matter, it could be, you know, it could be a lot of things. I kind of like playing it here. That seems like what it would probably be, maybe. Most of this riff is in like a C minor pentatonic, which you might know this shape, but then it's also sort of this shape. That's kind of how I'm playing the whole beginning part. That repeats the first time, those two, and then it comes back. It never repeats again like it does the first time. Okay, then, you know, 5 on the G, 3 on the G, 5 on the D, 6 on the A, 3 on the D. And then I hear a little slide. 5, 3, 1, 1, 3. Could be slide with the 3rd, and then the 3rd comes down. Could be that the 1st plays all 3 of those. The 2nd and 3rd times that this riff happens, this note gets hammered on. So it becomes. Okay, then the 2nd time of the riff, it sort of extends, right? And when it extends, it does this 5 on the G, 3 on the G, 5 on the G, 3 on the G, 3 on the B. Now a bend of 6, down to 4, 6 on the B, 4 on the B, 3 on the G, hammer on to 5 on the G. Now you're up here. 3, 6, 3, 6, 3, 6, 4, 3, hammer on, pull off to 4, 6 on the B, back to 3 on the high E. And then I went there again, the position stuff, you know, mostly guessing. So this is on the B, 6, 8, 6. Now this pull off of 9, 8, 6, 9, 8, 6, 9, 8, 6, 9, 8, 6, which happens 4 times like that. 8, 6. Now go to the G string, 8, 7, 5. There's a funny rhythm to that. It's like the point is for that note to land on beat 1. Okay, so then there's the chorus lead. Slide from 3 to 5 on the G. Go up to 8 on the B. And then I move my hand down to get 6, 4, 3 on the B. 5 on the G, 8, 8, 6, 4, 3. This rhythm is tricky. Bum, 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 bum. So 4 on the G, 6 on the D, 5 on the D, 6 on the A, 6, 3, 5, 6, 3, 5, 6, 3, 5. And actually the second time, or the do, I think that's a slide, which gets you here to go 8, 6, 5. So, 6, 4, 3, 4, 6, 5, 6, 3, 5, 6, 3, 5, slide into it, 8, 6, 5. It's all the lead parts. There's one other part I didn't cover actually, like in the verse, there's this like octave guitar that's going like, doing all that stuff. That's all, octaves between the G and the D, between the D and the B. So 5th fret on the D, 8th fret on the B, up to 8 and 11, up to 12 and 15. So you can play with that part. That's also a cool part. All right, have fun, and I hope that was helpful. Thanks.